Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back to the Uncle Sharma channel, man. We are here once again for a awful match reaction. I mean, this time we didn't lose, but this draw feels like a loss basically because we had the chance once again, one of our competitors drops points, but we can't take advantage. And this is a message to the Serie A, to the FIGC, the board that governs Serie A, Italian football. Just cancel the season. No one wants to win the Scudetto clearly. No one deserves the Scudetto clearly. Just cancel it. Just let's do it next year because none of these teams, Inter don't deserve it. Milan don't deserve it. Napoli don't deserve it. Atalanta, Juventus. There's no team in this league this season that deserves to win the Scudetto. I don't know what has happened to this league over the last month or so. There's just no kind of standout performers, any standout players, and Inter are just diabolically bad at the moment. And I think Nick Knox here is kind of saying what I'm feeling at the moment. This really feels like crisis mode at the moment. This feels like crisis mode at the moment. 2 points out of 12 now. No wins in 4 matches. Like this, we can't buy a win. We can't buy a goal. Now there's another match without scoring a goal, and another match where the chances were there, and again the strikers and the team in general not coming up trumps. Another bottle job, as Mossab says. We'll get into all your comments, and Anthony is joining me soon from Inter Worldwide. Joe, please not again. This was even before the match finished, his comment. And yeah, it happened again. Unlucky. Sorry to say, Joe, it happened again. And Hakeem, it was so painful to watch. So painful to watch. I've prepared some slides in terms of some of the screenshots I've taken from this match, but it was awful. Barella, yeah, once again, like I don't even want to single out any players today, guys, because I feel like there's every match now we can single out a player. But Barella has been, I've said since the Cagliari match, I don't remember Barella having a good game, and his attitude, his arm throwing is so frustrating. I mean, Brozovic does it, but then Barella also does it. It is really that kind of body language is not nice to see. And yeah, how many more therapy? I mean, you guys are gonna have to start paying me to be your therapist at some point soon, or I'm paying you guys to be my therapist. I don't know which way around it is because I think we're just helping each other out here because these are turning really into therapy sessions. Really, they're turning into therapy sessions. But the funny thing is, Mossab, you might think we have officially lost the league, but because of how clownish everyone else is in the league, we actually haven't. We actually have not lost the league. I know it seems like it once again today because we missed the opportunity, and I'm not trying to be positive for being positive sake, but look at the table. We still have that game in hand, and we're still just 2 points behind Milan. And let's see what Napoli do tomorrow or whenever they play Lazio. I'm guessing they're probably going to draw as well as things are going at the moment. So, funnily enough, we're still right there, and I'm not making up excuses for Inter here, but it is hilarious that we're playing this bad. We're an absolute joke, as Jono says, but we're still somehow in the Scudetto race, and it's an absolute joke. And I've got my bro here, Anthony, my bro. It's been a while since we linked up, but this is not a very good time. It's not a good time to link up, is it? How are you doing, bro?
Bro, this is very, very disappointing, man. This is embarrassing. This is the first time I'm proper embarrassed this season. I could take everything up until this point with a grain of salt, knowing that Milan are very slippery, knowing that Napoli are very slippery. But after today, I'm convinced that we are just as slippery, and we are going to need something very, very special to gain back control in this title race, because I don't know how we're still in it, to be honest. We really shouldn't be. We have ended February without a win in Serie A. I think we have picked up 2 competition points in February. That is it 2? Yeah, the draw against Napoli and the draw here today. 2 points in Feb, and in another world, we could be 3 or 6 points behind. But the fact of the matter is we're still somehow in it. And that's the only thing that's keeping me even remotely optimistic. But I've been suggesting this for a couple of weeks now, there is going to be a week soon where Juventus sort of creak open the door. This
Mm.
weekend, I am convinced, is that weekend. If they go into this weekend and get a win, it's not just two teams that we're up against for this Scudetto. And that's what's going to really start to get people shitty. And sorry for being so pessimistic, but I have nothing positive to say, bro. And
Bro,
yeah,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I just before you came on, I found the little bit of positivity where I'm saying that because what did you watch the Milan? Oh yeah, obviously you didn't watch the Milan match because it's like
no, I did, bro. I woke up and
what?
watched that as well. Yeah, 4:45 a.m.
Either
Like,
you've got some problems, bro.
now Saturday, what looked to be a perfect Saturday has just turned into an absolute mess.
Yeah, Friday over here is like this is usually because when Inter play early, that's the perfect chance for us to be as Inter fans. You get the win out of the way, then you can just watch everyone else clown themselves. Now we've clowned ourselves, and now we're gonna just be watching, being salty when other teams are picking up points. And as you said, if Juventus win against Empoli, that's them pretty much kind of back in the title race, pretty much as Allegri wants to deny it, and as many as Juventus fans maybe want to deny it. Although personally, I think it's a bit too late, but I agree with you that you kind of have to start counting them in.
The thing is, man, like we needed our 3 points today because there are some tricky fixtures still coming up. Like we are going to have to play Juventus and Fiorentina back to back and then go up against Genoa. And there's a Roma game there as well. You know, the run only starts to look easy if you've got a buffer. I don't think we're going to have a buffer for the rest of the season. You know, we looked back at in the 1st of February, 30th of January, whenever it was, thinking, crossing our fingers, you know, you go into the derby knowing February is the month you can put Serie A right in the driver's seat. And we've just completely let that go. It's fucking embarrassing, man. I'm holding my tongue. Come join me on Inter Worldwide, everybody, when Sharma finishes. And I swear to God, man, I'll probably be cussing enough to get myself a copy, some sort of strike, because it's not going to be good, man. I'm really upset with how everybody performed today. And when you're ready, man, we got to talk about Simone Inzaghi's substitutions and lineup as well.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And I agree with Benjamin over here in terms of the team just completely devoid of any confidence. Like they get into good positions and someone doesn't shoot. Like today, they was just like feel like no one wanted to shoot. Jekyll was like, you know, getting himself in such good positions, but didn't shoot. And then what the hell did you see Caicedo at the end? Like this guy looks like he's like a retiree. Like, you know, when you watch retired footballers play and they got like a little bit of a belly and they're just like kind of trotting around like this guy.
Yeah,
this guy is the dud, bro.
It did not look good at all, man. And as he was coming on, I was a little bit excited. I was like, maybe this is it. But probably about 12 seconds into watching him, like I had my Caicedo goggles on. I'm like, what's he doing?
And the way Genoa fans booed him as if he's like some really important player, like oh no,
like he's a La Grande Grifone sort of player, bro.
That we brought Diego Milito on the Palacio. It was like, bro, chill out. I've got actually, before we get into Inzaghi subs, I took some screenshots today. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm taking screenshots from the match. I don't know if people like it, but or letting us know in the comments so we can go through like the chances. Like 5 minutes in, this was the first chance, the Hakan, and again, like he gets in and then he shoots it off target. Like that was a good chance created straight 5 minutes in. Like you score that goal, and you're, you know, the match is completely different, isn't it? Like Genoa have to come out and play. We finished the match with 73% possession, Anthony. I think that might be the highest of the season.
All that possession, and like I was thinking this in the first half, but I didn't say it because I thought in the second half it would improve. But I think our midfielders needed to do a little better in getting themselves open and in the last and final third in the attacking play. Because as you said, Dzeko made some good runs, and I think Alexis Sanchez as well. You could tell because we were carrying Genoa defenders 2-3 at a time. They were carrying them very well and making them drop very deep. And I was thinking every time Sanchez or Dzeko scrambled with the ball at their feet and had 3 men on them, I'm thinking, where are the men? Where's Perisic? Perisic was staying as wide as he possibly could. I don't really want to rag on him because I think he was still physically one of the better players today. But, you know, Barella was awful. Hakan was not getting himself in the right positions. Brozovic looked like he was a little bit drunk or spent all night trading his cryptos because he didn't really look fantastic today either. And I think we can both agree, man, like De Vrij is a good defender. Don't get me wrong. Bastoni is a great defender with great potential, but leaving Milan Skriniar out of the starting lineup is huge. Like the guy is a next level sort of beast, and we really could have done with him today. Today, I think Simone Inzaghi needs to look at his starting lineup and his substitutions and think to himself, I'm not too sure if he got it right.
I don't know. I don't know about the Skriniar one, bro. I think D'Ambrosio did pretty well, and we're going to be attacking for most of the match. I think it made sense to have D'Ambrosio in there. I appreciate Benjamin. He's trying to push some positivity in there.
There's always a few of them. We love you, Benjamin, man. We do.
We do love you. We do love you, Benjamin. But today we're just not ready to hear it. To be honest, it's just
when does Juve play Empoli? Is it tonight?
No,
for me tonight.
I don't know because of your timing is weird. Let me see.
But
yeah. So tomorrow. So I guess today for you, I guess it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. for me.
Okay, yeah. It's like probably like crack of dawn, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. for me. But I think D'Ambrosio also did a decent job, man. Like you said, he wasn't that bad today. It's just our finishing and Genoa sitting deep. It wasn't happening. And you got to think how is this going to change towards the end of the season? Because a lot of these teams, especially the ones that are fighting for points now, we're into the last 10, 11 games. They're going to be playing low blocks all the time and making sure that we've got nothing. I'll really want to see what happens when we've got a fit Joaquin Correa and Gosens come back, because we're really going to need that depth, because off the midfield, there's just no depth. We took out Hakan today. And when you take out Hakan, you're just leaving all the technical work to Brozovic, and Vidal obviously had an absolute stinker. I don't know what that pass was at the end, but still, yeah, it wasn't good today, bro. And like the subs that were coming on gave me absolutely no confidence.
Yeah, the subs didn't do great at all when they came on. Vidal, Vecino, Di Marco whipped some nice balls in, but yeah, it wasn't much, to be honest. Like Dumfries today had a lot of opportunity on the right hand side. I don't know if you saw, like a lot of the players were moaning at him in terms of get inside. Like the balls were there for him, like on that far post, and this one he just skied it. It wasn't good. I think he had another chance afterwards in the second half. Yeah, here as well, like where he climbs, like how he beat Theo Hernandez in the derby, and then he got called off that goal. Like he should be just dominating these guys on the far post, but he's not doing it as well as he should be. So I am disappointed in it. But we have to also give credit to Genoa, guys. I know we always talk about how crap Inter are.
I hate Genoa, bro. We've smacked them up every season by a million goals. That's been the easiest match reactions we've done since back when I was doing it when I was living with my parents, bro. This is the easiest game on the calendar every single season.
7 wins in a row we have against these guys, and it's like a 21 or 22-0 aggregate score against them last 7 times we faced them. And
non-starting Gagliardini, no party, bro. Like we got
the Ligurian Pogba.
Ligurian.
The thing is, next match is against Salernitana as well, and now that we play Genoa, the 2 worst teams in the league. But now the time that we're playing them now is when they're in the best form. Like Salernitana finally won a match the other day, and then now they've got the new coach bounce. Same with Genoa. So it's in theory, these should have been the easier matches, but now it's even these are not going to be the easier matches. Salernitana spent big in January in terms of what they can do. Sabatini came in and used this power, so it's not even an easy match anymore, that one. So oh my God, as Tommy says, I am petrified now. I'm petrified. But bro, this February is over in the Serie A, at least. This awful February. Do you have any positivity going into March after this cup match with Milan?
No.
Do you think we can recover?
No, I honestly don't. I think it's going to get tougher before it gets easier, because we've still got to play Milan over the Coppa and Liverpool. And this is where Inzaghi is really going to show how he can approach games and what he's going to focus on, because it would have been so nice to have a little bit of a buffer and to be able to go into the first leg of the derby and play a weaker side, a full strength side. But now we're going to have to put a full side forward for Salernitana. No questions asked. We need to whoop those guys and get 3 points. The game against the Salernitana just became the priority, and that should not have been the case a few weeks ago. This is now our biggest game on the calendar. Sorry for cussing, bro, but fuck Liverpool at Anfield. What is that? I've never heard of that stadium before, or that team. We've got Salernitana at home in the Serie A to make sure that we save a title race, man. It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
What do you make? A lot of people are saying that Lautaro should have started, but again, it's like, would he have made that much difference, really? Like, like he came on, he looked nice when he came on, Lautaro. I have to give him credit. He did look nice and fresh when he came on, but like he was there the last 2 matches. He was there against Sassuolo. He was there against Liverpool. He was there like the last few matches. I don't really see why people now is like Lautaro should have started. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it was the right decision to block it, to start him, to bench him. What am I saying, man? To bench him because he's just been in absolutely horrid form. And, off the ball today, I don't think Dzeko and Sanchez were absolutely terrible. But at the end of the day, man, something's got to give. I don't remember a time where they even had time to square up and have a proper attempt on target, to be honest. It was like flies absolutely flocking to them every time they had the ball. And, people saying in the comments, I can see that people were, Genoa defending with 12 men. It felt like that at the time, but it also felt like we were playing with a man down. Nerazzurri, and he's a funny character, always bringing the positive jokes. Maybe try Cordaz as a striker against Liverpool. What a funny guy. But look at those stats, man.
Yeah,
we've had 50 shots on target in like the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, and 0 goals.
Ooh.
And we've had like 16, I think, including today now. We've had 17 shots on our goal and conceded 6. Well, to be fair to Handanovic, the one save he had to make today, he did make it. I did take the screenshot of that one where it swerved in the air, and it looks like he conceded there, but because the screenshot timing was but he actually did save it, even though he went the wrong way first, and then he like corrected himself. A la Mike Magnon. So fair play to Handanovic. We have to give him credit for like the basics now after what he conceded against Sassuolo, that Raspadori goal. I mean, it was straight at him, so we have to give him credit for the basics now. But going back, I wanted to give credit to Genoa quickly because these guys, as I said in my preview, they just play long balls. Like they play this 50-50 type of football where they play on the long balls. That striker Yeboah gave the Vry all sorts of nightmares in the air. And then this chance was really good for them. Like they should have scored off this. It was 1v1 off this header in the 6th, the 7th minute. And we were lucky that didn't go in, because that could have turned into the Sassuolo match all over again. So 100%. Fair play to Blessing and Genoa, man, because that team was looking really, really bad before this coach came in. And that was 5th draw in a row, which I think is like their record in the last 20 years or something for Genoa, getting 5 draws in a row. As I said, Dumfries. Oh yeah, we had this chance as well. Perisic, he always creates these opportunities here. Like Dzeko just couldn't. I don't know if like the commentator said he should have gone with his head, maybe do a diving header. I don't know what else he could have done.
I remember watching that chance and watching the replay and thinking, man, if he was like 0.2 of a second quicker, he would know which decision to make. It's just he's seen the ball whip across a little bit too late. Like Perisic's crosses sometimes are just bullets, man. They're absolute bullets to get on the end of, man. It's not easy, but it's just the chances came earlier than they did later. As the game went on, in the earlier parts of the season, bro, as the game went on, you were confident that Inzaghi's team would ball out in a way and grab a goal and just be fluid enough to grab a goal. But as the clock ticks down, we're drifting further and further away from grabbing a winner. And just looking lackluster, looking flat. Brozovic wasn't great today, Tom, but we've still got a chance to bounce back. It's just the confidence is shot in this team, absolutely shot. And I didn't think it would be this low, but Zanetti and Marotta were in the stands tonight, so there's a lot of things for them to discuss when they leave the ground together.
Yeah, there's literally. And as Tom says, the only upside I'm clinging to is Milan were just as bad. Like, I tuned into the Udinese Milan match, and they literally didn't. I think they only had 1 shot on target the whole match, because I had Silvestri, their keeper, in my fantasy team, and he didn't get any points because they didn't have any shots at him. So I was like fuming about that, but also happy. So Vidal, I was seeing a lot of comments. Vidal, there was a couple of shaky moments today. Vidal, he was not good at all when he came on. But do you think he took too long to make the substitutes?
Yes, I think he did take too long, because there were parts of this season where he didn't need to make substitutions in the 55th minute, and he did. Today was a day to make substitutes in the 55th minute, and he did not. And that's what was really frustrating for me. I thought, man, this guy's fetish for early second half substitutes really could have been popular today, but he didn't go for it. He just kept. We didn't look like scoring, man. As I said, as the game kept going on, Dzeko was getting more and more fatigued. I know that you can always bank on him to be there to try and grab that last goal, but I would have brought Toro in a lot sooner, to be honest. I thought that he was going to bring him in about that 55th minute, just to really make sure that he had enough time to grow into the game and get a feel of the opposition defense. But bringing Toro on with only about 18, 19 minutes to go, you're only really giving him a chance to find his groove and potentially to get lucky. And today we didn't stand a chance of getting lucky, I don't think. The only thing unlucky I would say is the crossbar from D'Ambrosio's header. That would have sent me into a frenzy, to be honest. And it wasn't even upper or middle crossbar. It was lower crossbar, bro. Like, we're talking inches, an inch.
And then the ball was just like staying there. It was like, oh, what's happening? And it's one of those matches. It was cursed, but we've been cursed. Like, I don't know what we have to do, bro, to like buy a goal. We're still somehow, bro, we're still the top scoring team in the league.
Are we still the top scoring team in the league?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cancel this.
If you showed a random football fan this game today who hasn't been following the season and said that, they would absolutely laugh in your face, man.
Literally, bro. That's what I'm saying. Serie A, cancel this whole sham, man. No one wants to win this. Like, look at the quality of the league, bro. Like, who in the last month, you watch a lot of Serie A like me as well. Who has been a standout player in the Serie A or like last month or so? Like, it's been the quality just, I don't know what's happened to it. It's just shot down completely since like the new year.
It's a horrible season in general for Serie A quality, man. Like, we really are on the receiving end of the banter from all the social media EPL fanboys and for good reason, man. Like, this, it's really, really bad football. It's dead football for large periods of the game, even for the big teams and the attacking teams. Like, I tuned into a fair bit of Cagliari versus Napoli just before I went to work the other day. It was horrendous. It was really, really bad, man. And I'm thinking it needs to be better. Top level sides need to be better because our representation in Europe is also poor. Napoli getting absolutely whipped by the worst Barcelona team that's existed since I was put on this planet. Where I don't think we stand much of a chance against Liverpool, who arguably are the form team of the planet. That's not even a reach. They are the form team of the planet.
Speaking of Hamza here in the house, is like
Hamza's a G, bro. Like, I know he's not an Inter fan, but he's been around our channels long enough to call himself a secondary Inter fan, bro. And he's so respectful even when he comes in with the Liverpool badge. Screw him.
Man, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like,
he come the Lukaku people as well,
Yeah, I've seen all the Lukaku comments, but even him today, like, what could he do today? There was no space really in behind. There was nothing to do. Dzeko, I think today, by the way, man of the match for me was Dzeko, to be fair. Like, he was the one once again trying to make things happen.
Do you think he's becoming a scapegoat within the fan base, like by default every week? Because the way that he was carrying the defenders, like, and I was saying it, I'm like, he's getting into all the right positions. And as soon as he gets there, he was absolutely swamped. And I thought it would be something that the rest of the team would pick up on straight away in the game. Like, okay, Eden's getting in the right positions, but as soon as he even gets a sniff of the ball, it's like flies on a piece of shit, as we say in Australia. It's like it flocks to you. And it wasn't happening. There was no off the ball movement in the final third from the midfielders. They were lackluster. They were slow. They were jogging. They weren't on their toes. And I was very disappointed. And for all the praise I've given Barella, like, he had another shit game today. And he has been very, very bad lately. And something's going to have to give with this guy soon because he looks like he starts the game in a bad mood before the kickoff.
Yeah, bro, this guy's bare moody. Like, this guy is like always moaning, complaining. I can understand when he was, our best player, then he can be the guy moaning. But when he's in this form, like, how can you even be in this mood all the time? Like, you step up your own game first and then speak about other players. But yeah, I don't want to get in too much, man, because we've been here and I want to let you go on your stream as well. So I want to quickly give a shout out to everyone that came here into the stream. Who's your man of the match, by the way?
I like your shout for Dzeko because, and I see so much slander on him today. Again, I'm sure people are going to disagree, but I'm just quickly doing a run in my head of everybody that took the pitch today, and who else is it going to be? Everybody was really, really bad today. Like, I could give it to Perisic again by default, but he wasn't great today. But he still got a 6.5 from me if I was to give him a rating in my head. I know his final product wasn't great, but when Perisic gets the ball, there's always a chance that something can come from it. And that's the most confidence I had in any man out on that pitch today. So, you know what? Dzeko's a good shout, but I'm going to give it to Perisic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where SofaScore's algorithms all messed up. Look how many greens there are. None of these players should be on a green.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Not good.
These men have lost their heads.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Bro.
I think because maybe statistically, I guess they got a lot of. I don't know. Actually, I can't even explain it today. Yeah.
It's only Friday for you as well, so you got mad time left in your weekend to try and find some happiness. Good luck with that.
Yeah, bro. Hopefully, Lazio smash Napoli or something like that.
That's right. That'll be a good game, and that's in Naples though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah. Spalletti, man, I miss him. I miss his face. When we have these performances like this under Inzaghi, I just reminisce of what it's like to be coached under a manager that has so much more potential to get to that extra level, but looks like they're willing to do anything to throw it away. Not to say Limoni is going to be that sort of coach. You know, like at the end of the day, saving grace, brother, and everyone in the chat, we're still in the driver's seat somehow, some way. I know that's a shit way to say it, but it's +2 Milan, right? And we've got a game in hand. So now that game against Bologna, which was a sure thing to the point where even if they were to forfeit, you'd be like, whatever. But now that's a cliffhanger, an absolute cliffhanger.
Yeah. And especially they've picked up form as well recently. So I hope we don't play them too soon. No, I hope it gets delayed to like at the end of the season or something.
Yeah, man. In between those last 3 games, but yeah. Thanks for letting me come on the channel, bro, and everyone that's in the chat. Big ups. We love Sharma, and yeah, come over to Inter Worldwide now, where I might just raise my voice a little bit, but it won't be too long.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony, for coming on. Make sure you guys head over. I'm just gonna close up now. Thank you, Anthony, for coming on.
No worries, brother. Cheers. Appreciate it.
Forza Inter. Yeah, so guys, short one today. Is 10:30 here anyway, and there's not too much I really want to talk about with these guys. I want to give a shout out to everyone that's come here and supported, especially Akash, who's become. I mean, he already was a YouTube member, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he just renewed it. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. What's the ETM Correa Benjamin? Inzaghi confirmed yesterday that he's going to be back in the squad for the Coppa Italia match against Milan. So is Gosens. So we might even see some substitute appearances from them in the Coppa Italia, but I wouldn't bank on it because you don't want to rush, especially Gosens. You don't want to rush him back after such a long time out. But yeah, those two are going to be breath of fresh air, hopefully with some freshness, a bit of, different style of play, different ideas, and just extra options for Inzaghi to bring off the bench. So that's going to be really good. Hamza, the Liverpool guy that we shouted out, he deserves a shout. Thank you very much for supporting the channel with your donation. Pazza Inter never dies. Yeah, well, today wasn't even Pazza Inter because Pazza Inter would have either lost the game or won the game at the end. But this is just lackluster Inter, just meh Inter. But I guess taking the Scudetto title right to the wire is Pazza Inter. And Sharif, thank you very much for your super sticker as well. Appreciate everyone supporting the channel, supporting the channel in terms of not just the donations and stuff, or your thumbs up and stuff, because this is a hard period for us. It's not been easy being an Inter fan over the last month, although the season has been overall quite good. But since we won the cup, guys, since we won that Super Cup, we haven't won a match in the league. So that first trophy was literally like almost a curse. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Make sure you keep a lookout on the channel. Milan match upcoming, Coppa Italia match against the cousins. So another big match upcoming, guys. The season does not stop. And yeah, hope Cambiaso is okay. It looks like potentially could be like an ACL injury. And I was watching the guy closely because we have been linked with him since when he came on. But unfortunate for him. But yeah, sorry guys, that is a quick one. Go over to Anthony with Inter Worldwide. Second star mission is still going, guys. You can still quote me and say we're going to win the Scudetto. I know today and this month is making us not believe in it, but still, just because how bad everyone else is. When we start to pick up confidence and form again, I think we will win the Scudetto once again. Ciao, can't even speak. Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter.